Hey guys, I'm just going to fly through Saturday's partnered Metcon with you. So first thing as usual is just our mobility work. Okay, making sure we get our mobility work done before we come on. So it's really important to make sure we are constantly working on that mobility work. Okay, so first thing is just our dog up, dog down. So pretty straightforward. We all should know at this stage. Okay, so our dog up, dog down. Getting into a press up position to start. Tucking your head in between your arms. Okay, keep it driving those hands in towards the floor, pushing your hips up into the air and driving those heels all the way down to the ground. So I'm going to hold in that position for about 5 or 6 seconds. Then I'm just going to arch down and coming up through, again pushing my hands down through the floor, arching that back right up, lifting my chin up and looking forward and holding that position for 5 or 6. Okay, I'm just going to alternate between the two positions, probably about 4 or 5 times on each one. Once you've that done, we're just going to go into our shoulder cars. Okay, so our shoulder cars is getting into a half kneeling position. Again, I've done this plenty of times in my mobility work. So it is hand directly facing in, so alongside my my thigh, so hand on my pocket. Okay, and I'm really controlling and slow deliberate movement all the way right up. Okay, getting all the way back behind. Once I get into that end range position, I'm then going to rotate my hand and I'm going to try my best to keep my torso in line. Okay, and keep that hand as close and arm as close to my body as I can as I bring that hand all the way back beside my pocket, all the way up again, end range, rotate, and all the way back around. So it's not just a real loose swinging of the arm. Okay, so it's a very deliberate controlled movement all coming from the shoulder. So okay, so you'll do that on each side. We'll do 6 circles with that. Then we're just going to go into a hip opener sequence. Okay, so with the hip opener sequence, again, it's just down into a half kneeling position. If I have my right foot forward, I'm going to put my left hand on the floor. Okay, once I do that, my left hand come on the floor, all I'm going to simply do is I'm going to clamp. Okay, so right hand is going to come down onto my right foot. Okay, I'm going to lift up that back leg and then I'm going to use my elbow to push that knee away. Okay, so I'm going to push my knee away as much as I can. This foot is staying flat. Okay, so it's staying in contact with the ground. I'm going to try and lift up that back leg a little bit more as I push that knee away using my elbow. I'm going to hold in that end range position for about 20 to 30 seconds. Then I'm going to let it relax back in. Once I let it relax back in, I'm going to take my hand off and then I'm going to rotate my torso. So it's almost like I'm trying to bring my belly button towards my knee. So I'm trying to bring my belly button towards my knee. Okay, and again I'm going to hold for between 20 and 30 seconds. Then my last position is taking my hand. I want to get my forearm parallel to the floor, and then from there I'm going to try and maintain that parallel forearm, and I'm going to try and lower it all the way right down to the floor. Again, foot is staying flat on the floor. I'm trying to lift up that back leg as much as I possibly can. Get down into that bottom position and again hold for between 20 and 30 seconds, and then obviously going through the same sequence on the other side. So okay, so that's mobility work. As usual, looking for 2 to 3 rounds before we actually come online to do the partnered Metcon. Okay, so partnered Metcon, as I said, so there's a little bit to this, okay, so, but it's, you know, once we actually focus on it, it's pretty straightforward, okay, so for time, okay, so the first part, okay, there's 3 movements, each one is 60 reps, okay, so you just work through each movement for the 60 reps, okay, the first movement is shared, okay, so it is 60 box jumps, okay, so it's 60 box jumps. So for example, if I was doing it with Gavin, we're on Zoom. Okay, we might decide we're going to do 10, 10, 10, whatever it might be. Okay, so I will do 10 box jumps. I will shout done. Gavin will do his 10 over and back until we get all 60 box jumps done. Okay, so we all know our box jumps, jumping up onto our box. Remember, making sure it's an explosive movement all the way up, and when we land on a box, it is not landing like this and stepping back down. It is standing up tall and then stepping back down. Is that okay? So it is 60 box jumps shared. Okay, once you have that done, okay, you are going to go into 60 lunges. Okay, the lunges, I know it's difficult, obviously, if we're doing this on Zoom. Okay, so it is 60 lunges and we are doing them synchronized. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. What you actually can do is you can find your partner on the Zoom Okay, and you can pin their camera to your main screen, so that's the only one that you would actually see. Okay, so it's pretty handy for that. So it's not the most difficult thing in the world. So it's 60 lunges. Okay, so basically, if I was doing it with Gavin, we'll just get ourselves ready. Okay, we'll go 3, 2, 1, and we'll both start down touch, alternating touch, touch. Okay, so we're going to do 60 synchronized lunges. Okay, if one person needs to take a rest or a break, you just call rest. Okay, the other person stops as well, then you come back in, you continue on from where you left off. Is that okay? So you'll do them side by side, synchronized lunges. Okay, once you have that done, then you're going to go into synchronized star jumps. Okay, so star jumps by far the best thing to look back on Zoom videos. Okay, so there's be arms, limbs flying everywhere, and it's probably going to even be better now when people are trying to do them synchronized with the partner. Okay, so entertaining. Okay, so it is our star jumps. Star jumps, guys, is literally 2 feet starting together, hands at my pockets. My legs are going to open up as my hands come up to overhead, and then everything closes. Okay, so it'll be that to that. Okay, not doing this or this little thing. Okay, where legs are flying, arms are flying everywhere. Okay, it is open, close, open, close, open, close. Okay, so pretty straightforward. So it is 60 star jumps, and they are synchronized as well. Okay, so remember the box jump overs or the box jumps are shared. Okay, so that's 60 shared, so alternating. Then it is 60 lunges, they are synchronized, so you do them side by side, so both people will do 60. Okay, and then the star jumps are synchronized as well, so that means both people will do 60. Okay, once you have those 3 movements done, okay, depending on how long it takes you and your partner, you're going to stop and rest for 3 minutes. Okay, you will stop and rest for 3 minutes. Okay, then once the 3 minutes are up, you have 4 rounds to complete. Okay, so 4 rounds for time. Okay, so 4 rounds for time of 40 cleans. Okay, this is shared between you and your partner. Okay, if I'm doing the 40 cleans, okay, so if we decide we're going to go in 10s, okay, so I will be doing my cleans, okay, alternating. Okay, I will do my 10 cleans. While I'm doing my 10 cleans, okay, my partner is going to be doing an overhead hold. Okay, so we're going to hold until my partner has completed the amount of reps we've decided upon. Okay, so it's just that partner A is doing the cleans, okay, while the second person is doing the hold. Alright, so that's determined, the hold is determined by the length of time it takes them. Okay, so if we're doing 10s, okay, Gavin has his 10 done, so I can now take mine down, and then I will go into my cleans, and then Gavin will do his overhead hold. Does that make sense? Until the 40 are done. Once you have your 40 done, it is 30 burpees. Okay, so 30 burpees. Again, I'm going to be doing my burpees. Again, we might decide, right, okay, we're going to do these in 15s, or we're going to do them 5-5-5, whatever it might be. Okay, so while I'm doing my burpees, Gavin will be doing a high plank hold. Okay, so all that is just a little bit of active recovery. Okay, active rest when your partner is doing either the cleans or the burpees. So the 30 burpees obviously has normal chest to floor, straight arm, okay, or off an elevated platform, and then the partner is just doing it in high plank hold. So that is a press up position, hands directly underneath my shoulders, tucking my pelvis under, squeezing my glutes, and driving those shoulders into the ground, or driving my hands into the ground as much as I can, really pushing through those shoulders, and I'm going to hold until my partner has completed their quantity of burpees that you have decided you are going to split it up into. Is that okay? And you will do 4 rounds of all of that. Okay, so there's a little bit to it, okay, but it's just something different, a little bit challenging. Okay, trying to get used to doing like things synchronized, okay, sharing things and different movements and all that sort of stuff. So okay, so that is Saturday's partnered Mech. Hope to see plenty of you online. Talk to you then.